So today we're going to look at page 10, questions 16 through 21. We'll start with invasive snakes in Guam. So it says right here that Guam is an island where humans accidentally released invasive predatory snakes that eat birds. The birds of Guam had no previous experience with these snakes, so they had not evolved any natural defenses or avoidance of these snakes. So think about that they had never seen these snakes before. They had no way to fight them off, and they had no way to effectively get away from them. So how do you think the release of the snakes impacted local bird populations? And what do you think happened to the snake population when it first arrived on the island? So think about that relationship between predator and prey. Okay. And finally, what would cause the changes you predict? Finally, we're going to look at deer in Washington, D.C. Although Washington, D.C. is a big city, it has parks and is surrounded by forest. These areas are great for deer, and the city now faces a very high deer population. There are no natural deer predators living in the city of Washington, D.C. So what do you think would happen to the deer population if wolves were released into Washington, D.C.? Think about predator and prey, and think about what would happen if wolves were introduced. What other populations in Washington, D.C. might be impacted by the release of wolves? So think about maybe other prey that might be impacted by that. All right. How do you think the deer interact with people in Washington, D.C.? Using this picture as a clue. So how do you think the deer interact with people in Washington, D.C.? Finally, what patterns in how predator and prey populations each impact each other when you see in every ecosystem? Right? How can predator cause non-prey populations in an ecosystem to show effects of high predation?